Ryan, you realize since you and I started doing previews, you know what I mean? Since I started helping you out with these Liverpool previews, you guys have not won a game.
No,
You didn't realize that?
no, I didn't realize that.
The last four Liverpool games, you and I did the preview on your channel, and you guys have not won. You score one goal.
So look like I have to stop doing the preview with you.
Exactly. This could be the last preview unless you win the game against Burnley.
Definitely, because I have to really look into that. You bring me attention, and I don't know if you is the one start to bring that bad luck to Liverpool. And I realize too, your teams just start to run riot in the English Premier League. Now, all of a sudden, a lot of City fans talking a lot of BS like Manchester City, like Manchester United.
Well, people have been saying I got that juju, and I think it's working. I think it's working. So as long as I'm doing these previews with you, it seems like your team ain't doing nothing, man. So look, this is what we're gonna try. If you drop points against Burnley, the next game you have, who you have after Burnley? You have United
In
in the
the
cup.
I have United in the FA Cup, and then I have Tottenham Spurs in my next Premier League game.
Oh boy. So look, if you drop points, we're gonna make a deal. If you drop points against Burnley for the Tottenham game, you're gonna do it alone just to try and see.
Yeah, yeah. And you know what? This
Mm,
is the first game that Arsenal win troops beat Newcastle back in New York. So it look like I have to do a little bit of changing up and leave you off and preview that Tottenham game by myself to try to get back my luck, try to get back my jinx.
yep, seems so. Seems so. But guys, welcome back. Your boy Dominic Rich, Ryan LFC to talk about Liverpool versus Burnley. Ryan, man, your team have not been good. Haven't been good.
I'm not confident. This is the first time since 2 years from the start of this YouTube channel.
Mhm.
The first time I come in a game on YouTube, I am worried. I am worried. I am scared we drop points against Burnley. It's 50
The,
50.
the last time you played Burnley, you know what happened.
We draw the first
Was a
team to take points from Liverpool last season. The only team to take points from Liverpool last season in the English Premier League at Anfield. We
yeah.
all know what Burnley are going to come to do. And the last four games against Newcastle, West Brom, Man United, Southampton, they part the bus and expect similar thing and more difficult against this Burnley team.
Well, if teams figure out that if they park the bus against you, it would work. It would be more effective than playing an open brand of football. Why not? You see what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Why not? Why try to take the game to you and then get sliced apart because you're wide open? Be compact, be resilient, and deal with Liverpool's attacks as best as you know how to. And when you get that chance, you break. When you get that set piece, you take advantage, and that's what teams have been doing. You see what I mean? So look, the last time you guys played, as we mentioned, it was a 1-1 draw. And the game at Turf Moor, it was a 3-0 win for Liverpool. Before that, Burnley was like a beaten stick for Liverpool. They picked up a draw in 2017 and they defeated you at Turf Moor back in 2016. But apart from that, that was their only win in 12 Premier League matches. So Liverpool are clear favorites. And I don't understand why you don't have confidence going into this game when the record favors you. Last season, you had already won the title. So why am I not hearing that? Why am I not hearing from you that the title was won and the guys were complacent. Just like you guys always say, when City beat you 4-0, you say you guys were drunk. You see what I'm saying? So why not bring that same energy?
Well, definitely, you're right. You're right. But I think we just could have beat Burnley. Yes, we win the Premier League. We want to get 100 points, and we just could not break down Burnley. And they just get one chance in the game, and they put it in the back of the net. Well, coming to this game, trust me, Dominic, I don't know what happened to the Frenchie. Clearly, the defense is not the problem. We're not conceding a lot of goals. We're conceding 5 goals since Virgil van Dijk injured. 5 goals. In our last 4 games, we concede what? 2 goals. Our average score. So clearly, I think the problem is the Frenchie not firing enough. They're not scoring a lot of goals. Roberto Firmino, hit or miss. You know what I mean?
Ryan, if you really check the last game, the chances, they were snapshots. They were shots where there were actually no space for him to actually do his thing. So he had to get, every time a Liverpool player had the ball, he was closed down or blocked. It's only Thiago with that shot from distance was really able to, free up and send out a shot with confidence. All the other shots, they were blocked, they were closed down. So teams are figuring out how to play against Liverpool, just like how teams figured out how to play against City last season, and Pep had to change up his style. Klopp now needs to change up his style and maybe change up some of the personnel so that they're not easily figured out, because teams will be studying how to play Mane, how to play Firmino, how to play Salah. You see what I mean?
We see the changes in the Manchester United. We have to take some positive from that game, because Shaqiri start out excellent in the first 30 minutes. Thiago start out, but they just drop off by the game went on because lack of fitness. And Shaqiri and Thiago Alcantara in the midfield bring a lot of creativity in that midfield. We'll probably not see it in the entire game, but in that first 30 minutes, Liverpool look much more better. And they do a lot of stuff right. To play against a Manchester United team who sits second in the English Premier League with Jordan Henderson and Fabinho at centre back, we have to take some positive from that. But at the other side, I think against Burnley, I think club should go with the same midfield, Gini, Thiago Alcantara, and Shaqiri, to get them in rhythm, get them to start to play together more, because it's something different to the Premier League, especially in the midfield, to create for the Frenchie. It can work, but it just needs time. Personal, I see Salah come on the right-hand side, Mane and Salah switch position. That good. This is the first time I see they've changed it up a little bit.
But it didn't work.
Yes, it didn't work, but they get chance, and some of it didn't work for a 90 minutes.
The thing is, and I've mentioned it, I heard you mention it. If you want to stick to the same 11 like the last game, then you have Fabinho. You're planning on playing Fabinho and Henderson again at center back. And the thing is, these guys are not center backs. These guys have a midfielder mentality where they always keep drifting. They keep drifting from their position because they're more inclined to go towards the center of the field. That's where they play. You see what I'm saying? So there would always be a problem. You would always get caught out. Guys would always get, caught out of position as well. And what end up happening is why the lack of goals and the lack of, cohesiveness throughout the team is you have Solomon having to help out a lot. You have Trent Alexander-Arnold and Robertson can't really go forward like how they used to.
Yeah.
They do go forward. They do go forward, but not as much as they used to, because if they leave Henderson and if you leave Henderson and Fabinho back there alone, something's bound to break sooner rather than later.
Definitely, because Henderson and Fabinho is not the 2 quickest player in world football. And if you notice, Trent, you have to give him credit. In the last 4 games, he has defense much better, but he's trying too hard because he's not going forward. If you look at him square, most of them coming deep. he not going forward too much because he has to remember that Jordan Henderson at centre back and Fabinho at centre back, they're going to need cover. Robertson, same thing. Especially in the midfield, is the same thing.
But
So what
that's
you
what
think
I'm
club
saying.
I think club should do, I probably say him should stick with the same midfield. But what I think he should do in this game, we will get to that. I will get to my starting lineup. I think he should drop Genie, put
Mm.
Anderson in the midfield, and play Nap Philip. Can put confidence in the kids because
That's
he have a very
look,
listen. This
that's what
guy,
I've been saying. I've been
bro,
saying if you have him, play him.
bro, I'm telling you, we known club to play in youth at Borussia Dortmund in early part of Liverpool. He do 1 and 2 play you, but since last 2 to 3 years, and people going, him haven't play a lot of youth, and now Philip man of the match in West Ham game play okay to me in Newcastle game, get job.
He
Play
play,
him
he play
because
okay.
Burnley play a lot of long ball. He have physicality and him good in the air. Play him, put Henderson, Shaqiri, and Thiago Alcantara in the midfield. That could be a good midfield. Genie, listen, the last few games he's not on it. I don't know what affect him, but he look tired.
Yeah, you gotta play Phillips because I personally think you guys with Henderson in the middle of the field is a better team because as the captain, if he's in the middle, he kind of in the right position to marshal his troops too. And Henderson has that ball in him that could
Yeah,
unlock defenses
fire.
as well. So you how many times Henderson give that through ball or that lofted ball that
Out
end up
of mid, out of centre back.
no, I'm talking about from
Yeah,
midfield.
yeah, midfield. But since recently at the back, he doing a lot of that. He doing a
But
lot of that.
I'm not
But
talking
him too
about
far. Him
but
too
I'm not
far
yeah,
away.
but what I'm saying though, I'm not talking about him doing it. I'm talking about him doing it effectively by
Yeah.
ending up in the ball in the back of the net.
And the next thing too, Dominic, normally when Liverpool playing against team, they campaign in the other team are Virgil van Dijk, Joe Gomez, they either play on the 80
Like just
the
above
center
yeah.
circle. They either play on the center circle. Liverpool squeeze them. So Jordan and Fabinho, last year they campaign chance after chance, wave after wave. Now Henderson and Fabinho not in the midfield. The team have more time to set back, build up at the low block because we don't have that consistent pressure in the midfield. Normally, Henderson, they're winning back the ball. As you lose it, they win it back. So most of the time, Liverpool playing one half of the game. That's why the last couple game we has been get caught out and the break because we campaigning the other team. That is what I want from this Liverpool team. I want that. So Henderson has to come in the midfield and club stop do that to Henderson. Play him in there and play Nap Philip. The youth haven't been bad. Play him. Believe in
Bro,
him.
Ryan, Klopp ain't trust them guys, man. Klopp ain't trust
So
Phillips.
what if you don't trust them? You cannot get someone on loan?
Look, wait. He don't trust Phillips and he don't trust Reece Williams fully. Another thing, the thing with bringing in a player on loan, Ryan, you have to understand. Bringing in a player on loan or buying a player is not as easy as we may think, because you uprooting that player from his life. He might be playing in France or Germany or Spain or wherever for the last 4 years. He has his family, school, everything there. So he has a decision to make. He has to consult his wife or whoever he has around him. Should I just get up here and go to play for this club? Do I really want to play in England? They have COVID-19 going around. Do I really want to move right now? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They are settled. They already start planting some roots in that country. So sometimes we may think, oh, why they don't get this player? It's not that easy.
Yes, but we have months for prepare for this.
That is why
Months.
a player you may able to get is a younger player who is not
Get him.
yet settled. A player, when a player isn't so settled, he is easier to persuade to move. So let's see. Let's see if you guys actually bring in a center back or not. Well, There's what 12 days left in the transfer window. I don't know if it's gonna happen. Maybe deadline day. But Ryan, look, you don't want to drag it out too long. What's your starting 11 for this?
Well, definitely, I will go with Alice Baker. I want to see a next A game from Alice Baker. He has to come up sharp. He's not going to have a lot of safety make in this game, but when you call upon him, I want him to be excellent, just like he be excellent against Manchester United. So I go with Alice Baker. I go with Nat Phillip at centre back. Very good in the air, physically centre back to match up with the Burnley forward. I'm going Fabina at centre back, Trent and Andrew Robertson. That's the back five. In the midfield, I would take out Genie and put in Jordan Ennis in that midfield, Shaqiri and Thiago Alcantara. I want to see something different from Thiago Alcantara and Shaqiri to create for this up front. Should I play Roberto Firmino? I think he's not having his best game right now. He has been very poorly. But if I'm going to play Origi, I'm going to play with Burnley on. I am going to Burnley that want us to square that ball inside the box because they can deal with it. So I will give Roberto Firmino him last chance to show him. Or, listen, man, I'm dropping Roberto Firmino. I want to see Taka Minamino in that position. Salah and Mane. So Taka Minamino starting over Bobby Firmino. I'm sick and tired of Firmino getting chance, not playing good, giving away the ball. Taka Minamino deserve to play in this Liverpool team. At this moment, he played excellent against Crystal Palace, and he yet to play a next minute. We don't see him back. Come on, club. It's not fair.
Firmino
Play
played well.
Taka Minamino in that position, and probably can bring on Roberto Firmino. Change it up a little bit. No, he has been playing very bad, and it's not fair for the rest of player them. It's not fair. Poorly.
You're right. Because think about this, right? You're right about, because people might say, yeah, Firmino, was picking some form, or we know what he's capable of doing. He works hard. But think about this. Last 4 games, you have not won a game, right? You haven't won a single game. Change it up. Just see. If you change it up, change up the personnel, it may work. Because, as I said earlier, Sean Dyche and Burnley, their team, they may prepare for a Salah, Mane, Firmino. If you throw a curveball and maybe throw Minamino on, or maybe rest Salah and Firmino and play Minamino and maybe play Shaqiri out wide and play Oxlade-Chamberlain out wide, or whatever you want to do. Try something different at the start to see if it would throw Burnley off their game. And then at halftime or 60 minutes into the game, you could then bring on Salah. You could then bring on... That's not going to happen. It's just an example. Salah is going to play. Salah is a guy. If they don't play Salah here, listen, you were talking about Salah. If Salah don't start, you're going to see his attitude on the bench. You're going to see it.
Make him give him attitude, whatever he want to do. And this is what club has to do. Club have to say, look, behave yourself. I'm sick and tired of Salah, whether I'm starting him vexing up or if him came off, he vexed. No, it's a team thing. It's not about Mohamed Salah and about Egypt. This is about Liverpool Football Club as a team.
So clearly, you're pissed off. You're not in the best of moods. You want to win. You guys have to be winning. And this is unfamiliar territory for you over the last 2 years, 2 seasons. Well, let's say 2 seasons and a half. This is unfamiliar territory for you. Winning the Champions League, winning the Premier League, and now trying to defend it. It's been really tough because you played 18. You dropped points in 9, which means you lost 2 and you dropped 7. That's too many draws, bro.
Yeah, it's a lot of draw. This reminds me of when we come second. We draw a lot of game. Too many game. When you draw too many game, you're going to fall short at the end of the season. So we have to start to pick up 3 points. We have to start to win back some football games. So this is a must-win game because we have Tottenham coming up. And Tottenham breathing on our net back at this moment. Right now, Manchester City, they will play the match in and against Aston Villa. they will definitely go on top of the table. I think they're going to beat Aston Villa. United playing Fulham. I think they're going to get 3 points. So it's a must for we. And remember, we're going to be the last team player on Thursday. So we're going to know what Manchester City do, what United do. We see Leicester City win. So we have to win this game. It's a must-win game. And we cannot drop points. If we want to stay in the title race, this game, we have to win it. We have to win it.
The thing is to 7 draws, 2 losses. Last season, it took you how many games before you picked up a loss? You see what I'm saying? You lost
last season, them time here, 18 points.
Watford. It took you Watford like late in the season before 30 plus games before you actually lost a game. And you play 19, you lose 2. But the worrying stat is the 7 draws.
Definitely.
The 7 draws. That's the worrying part. You know, I think if you guys did have Van Dijk and you had Gomez and you had Jota during this period, it would have been a different story. Definitely would have. It would have helped the team. But then again, it's a team. Who when players are out, other players got to step up. Look at Leicester City. All their main players injured. And what happened? The replacement step up. And now the main players can't even get back in the team. You see what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So when Van Dijk got injured and when Matip and Gomez got injured, not Phillips or Reece Williams should have stepped in and grabbed that opportunity by the balls. So when Gomez come back, they can't get in the team. Look at what's going on with City right now. Laporte cannot get in the team, bro.
What's going on in Leicester City? Solanke, the centre back, not playing.
That's what I'm telling you.
He's on the bench, and he were excellent last season for Leicester.
He is still an excellent player, but what are you going to do? You're going to take off the young kid who's playing excellently? What's Pep going to do? Drop John Stones and Diaz to make Laporte and Ake feel good? No. It's what's working. You see what I'm saying? So, yo, man, we've been going on for a long time, you know, but understandably, this is a big game for you, seeing that if you don't win, it will be 5 games without a win. And remember when Arsenal went about 8 games without a win, people was talking. You on a similar run. You see what I'm saying? And you play Tottenham, it could get worse. You have City coming up next month.
Man United.
3 weeks' time, you have Man City.
Listen, come the end of February, we will know if Liverpool still in the title race or they're running for the top 4. So
definitely
let us leave it until the end of February and see what going to come out of this Liverpool. We have West Ham, we have RB Leipzig, we have Leicester City, we have Manchester City, Tottenham, and also Man United. Big weeks coming for Liverpool.
Yeah.
It's just start.
Tough fixtures. I have 2 questions for you. I want to know your prediction, but before we end, I want to know which player from Burnley you would take. If you have to take any players from Burnley, could be 1, 2, or 3. Which ones would you sign to your club right now? This is a good question too.
I would definitely take anyone of their centre back at this moment. Anyone.
Ben Mee. But I think Tarkowski could be a great signing permanently.
I would prefer Ben Mee though.
Ben Mee was a former City player.
So what? Take it and rub it in Manchester City.
No,
win it the Premier League with Liverpool.
Tarkowski is the better player though, in my opinion.
I like Ben Mee because he's no nonsense defender. Will slide in anything. Will put in face. Will block. I prefer Ben Mee.
So who else? Anybody else?
No, I would just take one of them.
What about Pope?
No, I'm the best goalkeeper in the world. So no.
But I'm saying, what if you didn't have Alisson? Pope.
Yeah, I would definitely Pope. It'd be a good one. I think he should be the England number 1.
What about the young kid McNeil though?
No.
Not good enough?
Not for Liverpool.
McNeil have Leicester City written all over him though.
Yeah, he should go to Leicester, man.
But last but not least, what's your prediction for this? And I'll share mine.
Um,
Oh boy, skepticism.
I'm still going to back Liverpool. I'm going with a 2-0 win. Very
That's all
tight game. It can be 1-0, 2-0. It can, who can tell? It could be 1-1 like last season. You never know.
Look,
But I'm going with 2-0.
look, I know you guys have been going through your bad patch, but this is a great match to use to bounce back as a springboard to just bounce back. And I'm going to go for Liverpool to win the game 2-0. I have it written down. I made that prediction yesterday. So I'm not bandwagoning your prediction or nothing. I think you guys have been tight at the back. Allison is very hard to beat. And look, any other goalkeeper, any other goalkeeper, United win that game, United win the game, but Allison came up big. He saved. Allison saves. And I think you guys will beat Burnley. Burnley haven't been losing badly. Lost their last 2 games against West Ham and United by 1-0. And I think they will lose this one again. They will lose this one. So I can't put my money on who would score. Maybe Salah. Maybe Salah and Mane. But with Thiago on the field, I know Thiago is a good player. I just don't think he's better than De Bruyne. And I haven't got to rub it in your face yet. Did you see that De Bruyne passed to John Stones for that goal?
Excellent.
Okay.
I want to see Kevin De Bruyne in the Champions League when City want him. Semi-final and final.
You need to hear an interview that Pep just made. And it just dismiss all the things you were saying. Pep is talking about how much of a good leader he is, and how he step up to the occasion when the team need him the most. Forget about the Champions League. Everybody
yeah. This season, you have to give him that right now.
Everybody know we never win no Champions League. That's no secret.
God, you don't have to remember nobody.
Listen, that's no secret. It will come eventually. But look, man, my prediction is a 2-0. Yours is a 2-0. May the best team win. But Liverpool, if you guys don't beat Burnley, you're in problems, bro. You're talking about the leads. The leads are going to stretch to 6 and 7 and them things.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
City could go 7 points ahead of you if you don't win this game. United could go 6. Leicester as well ahead of you. Everton gonna pass you. Who else gonna pass you? There's a couple more teams that's gonna pass you. You're gonna end up 6th. Tottenham, exactly. So it was nice. It was nice doing this again with you. And as we said from the start, this was a long video, but it's a long video that needs to be long. You understand what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like we don't need to rush the thing. If 20 people watch it, 20 people watch it. But as long as you get what you need to get out, that's the most important thing. You see what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So, look, as I said, if you guys draw or lose, you could do the Tottenham game by yourself, bro. I don't want to keep putting the juju on your team, So, what you got to say to your people?
I just want to tell you guys, thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much to come on. I know a difficult time right now, Dominic, schedule all over the place, and you take the time out and to do this match preview with me. I just want to tell you guys, if you want to check out Dominic Rich channel, the link will be in the bio. Dominic, make sure you put the link in the bio. You haven't put it in the last one, so make sure you put it in this one. So I really appreciate you guys.
It's your job to put it in the description, not my job. It's your channel.
So, but thank you guys, man, for your support. Continue. Share the video. I want you guys to share the video more. And if you're new, hit the subscribe button. Until next time, from my boy Ryan LFC and Dominic Rich, I like to say peace out.
Until next time. Peace out.
Thanks for watching.
Rich, score hard. Yeah.